realized I forgot my background, the green screen. Oof. So, but anyways, hello everyone, welcome back to WTV. This is the Manchester United versus Fulham match reaction. Doing this a day later because I was pretty tired yesterday. A bit later at night for me, not very late, around like 12:30. But it's kind of alright time for me. But still, yeah, was yeah, okay. Kind of got lost in my kind of lost my train of thought. Like, but okay, match night 3, Fulham won. Great result for Manchester United, and of course, very crazy game as well. I would say we, I would say from that game we can see the burnout which this team has had. We're gonna have more burnouts like this probably, but luckily after the international break, I think apart from Van de Beek and Garnacho, we'll have a whole squad back. We'll have Eriksen back. We'll have Martial back. And if Martial can stay fit, that'll be so freaking good because if we can have Martial consistently playing at striker and on form, then we can go on to achieve great things this season, that's for sure. And yeah, of course, talking about the game, Martial's a bit sad with his first goal for Manchester United. So pleased with him, and of course, not Marcel. What am I saying? And of course, Bruno Fernandes with a brace. Captain Fantastico for Manchester United grabbing a brace in the Europa League, not in the Europa League, in the FA Cup. It's things you do indeed love to see. You know, the penalty from him was a good penalty, and we were shite for like the first 60 minutes. But then when McTominay came off, I just think McTominay just doesn't suit that role, man. Just sell McTominay, please. And like, there's an example: Andreas Pereira, not a bad player, not bad. He's not a bad player, Andreas Pereira, but he was not good enough for Manchester United. We sold him to Fulham, to a Premier League club, and now he's a good player for them. He's a starter. Maybe I wouldn't say he's the star player. The star player is probably Mitrovic, but you know he is a pretty good player for them. And Fulham have been like what 8th, 7th, 9th around there like this season. They're a decent Premier League side, and Pereira is doing well there. And I think that's the level of players like McTominay and Maguire. I just don't think they're good enough for Manchester United. But if they went out to other Premier League clubs, which are lower in the table than us, I think they would do well. They won't do bad. You know, McTominay won't do bad in West Ham or the relegation, you know, like a Palace, something like that. Same with Maguire, they won't do that bad at other Premier League clubs, but they just aren't good enough for Manchester United. So just sell them, clear the wage bill as well. I get money for them, just sell them. So yeah, when Anthony came on from McTominay, it changed the game. Bruno playing as CDM, I mean Bruno's a cam, and he played at CDM, and he was on a different planet than McTominay. He was so good. Someone in the comments said, "Hello, AD. Thanks for joining, mates." So yeah, not sure. Like, can you join or not? I'll send you the link just in case. But if you can't, that's fine. I'm just sending you the link just in case. So yeah, of course, great result for Manchester United again. You know that's Anthony for McTominay's substitution changed the game. Bruno playing as CDM was so good. You know, controlled that midfield along with Sancho and split center midfields. And yeah, such a great game for Manchester United. And you know, but man, talking about, of course, the records. So Sancho, I mean, that was absolutely superb by Jadon Sancho to go round Leno, and then you know, but yeah, credit of Manchester United. I've said it like twice now, sadly. So yeah, think but sorry, I was kind of thought there. Yeah, so the penalty, Sanchez to go down to Leno, that he went for goal. Willian, that was a blatant handball by Willian, a blatant one. And the thing is that, you know, it was not only was it a blatant handball, but Mitrovic's reaction. I don't get that. And Marco Silva as well. I don't get the reactions. Like, I mean, if it's with his chest, but they give a handball and they give a penalty for that, then fine, I get it. You're losing your shit. But that was a blatant. And Mitrovic, how would Mitrovic even know? He's a striker. He's supposed to be on the as far away from the goal. he's supposed to be out of all the Fulham players on pitch. He's supposed to be the furthest away from the goal. So how would he even properly see that if it was a handball or not? I just think he was, I just think he just lost his shit because he scored his first FA Cup goal in that game, and he just, I just wanted to win so badly, but that kind of ended up in Fulham's downfall. Not saying he shouldn't have wanted to win, but just lost his temper, and Marcus Silva lost his temper as well. Archie got sent off, and then Bruno with a penalty, then Shaw with a lovely cut back to Sabitzer with a lovely flick into the back of the net, and then third goal, Fred off the bench, lovely pass to Bruno, who smashed it into the top corner for that, I believe. And yeah, 3-1 to United, absolutely superb performance. But not really. I mean, after the substitution was made, I mean, Anthony's in the game as well. Shout out to Anthony. He was such a big threat for Fulham when he came on the pitch. His flair, his pace, his dribbling ability, and he was played a very big part. And he was the one who made a great pass to Sancho, who and then Sancho done that. Now then shot and went for goal. Then of course a penalty happened, and all that stuff happened. So yeah. So of course now it's international break. So talking about content on WTV, I'm not really sure what we can do. I guess, I mean, if there's any major international breaks, I might watch that if it's on the weekend, and we could do a watch along for that. Because it's like 2 weeks something. I do not want us to go. I do not want us to have any videos for 2 weeks. That's just way too long. So yeah, I guess we can have some watch-alongs. Maybe have a preview of the international games and the Euro qualifyings. And yeah, I want to be ready to Manchester United. And of course, talking about Manchester United, late to the international break, Marcus Rashford called up to the England squad, which I think is brilliant news. Of course, I don't want Rashford to get injured. The fact that he's missing because of injury is not good, but I'm pretty sure he's fine. I think it's just a knock. It's just a knock, so I'm pretty sure it's fine. I'm pretty sure it's fine, and get like 2 weeks worth of rest, which is that's brilliant. So we'll have a fully fit Marcus Rashford from when we come back from the international break. Fred, I don't think he's been called up. Unless he's been called up, I don't think he'll play that much. No offense to him, but not just a start or not for them. I think Shaw called for England, I think. So that's a bit of a bummer, but fine, whatever. Of course, we can't have never played going on the transfer break, of course, because they have had a good season. So of course they will eventually be called up for international teams, and justifiably so. And of course they will want to represent the country, which I completely respect. But of course, it's better for Manchester United if they don't go on transfer break. Sandro is going to Argentina. It's going to transfer with Argentina as well. Garnacho not going is kind of like I actually wanted him to go. I know that means he'll be less fit when he'll be like more tired after the transfer break. But I think he's a teenager. This would have been a great experience with him. With going with the Argentina national team would have been a great experience for him. But unfortunately, he got injured. Of course, football happens sometimes. And yeah, of course, best to him. Hopefully, he's back soon. So yeah. So thinking about it. So yeah, I guess let's just get to the player writing. Get this straight up. Yeah, really pleased for Ten as well because semi-finals of the FA Cup, Europa League finals, and I'm pretty sure we will go to the semi-finals of the Europa League because Sevilla's like I think today they back manager, and now of course their new manager, the one who's taking over, I forgot his name. He could be good, but they don't even have they don't really seem to have great players. His players haven't really playing out that well. I mean, they lost to Getafe, and I mean, looking at I'll just check real quick. Where is Sevilla in La Liga? I'll just check real quick. Yeah, right now there are 4 teams. There are 4 teams in La Liga after losing to Getafe. They lost to them 2-0. And yeah, I mean, looking at their recent fixtures in their last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games, they've drawn against Vallecano. They lost 3 to Osasuna. They got smashed by Atletico Madrid 6-1. They beat Almeria 2-1, and they lost to Getafe. So 3 losses, 1 draw, and 1 win in the last 5 games in La Liga. Not really good record, is it? Not really good record. So yeah, man. I do think we should be able to beat Sevilla. And of course, in the FA Cup, we have Brighton. I think Brighton will be a tough game. It will be a tough game for sure. Brighton are a well-coached side. And under the Porto De Zerbi, I believe that's his name, they've been a fantastic side. And they even have an outside chance of getting top four. However, I think we should be able to beat them. And I do think we'll have I'm pretty sure we'll have our best team back for the World Game against Brighton. I think Garnacho might be back till then. Of course, Van de Beek won't be back then till then, but I think we can use Sancho or Cam until Van de Beek is out. And as for Garnacho, Pellistri has been looking promising recently, so maybe you can use Pellistri in Garnacho's position, or just put Sancho on the left and use Pellistri off the right. We could do that, or we could just use Pellistri off the left. I think Pellistri can play off the left as well. So yeah. So I'm not really too concerned about that. And yeah, so okay, I'll just get to player rating. Still nothing I've head off because alone today. Neil's busy, 80 can't join, but he's in his hands. Somebody got for Roshan's busy as well, I think. So yeah. Hey, hit man for match. 2 world-class saves. Distribution was fine. Great performance from our number one. Basaka giving us 6. And he didn't really have a good game. He wasn't allowed to go forward because of this man. Sorry, Mukhadi, but I'll give him a 5. He just slows the game down so much. You play much slower when Maguire's on the pitch. Personally, I think Lindelof will be starting ahead of Maguire, but it's an decision. And of course, that goal because he wasn't good. Luke Shaw lost Mitrovic and Mitrovic scored. Not good from Luke Shaw there. Wan-Bissaka, he couldn't really go forward because he had to protect Maguire. He had to help Maguire defending, so he couldn't really go forward. So I think it's well there. Sandro Martinez 7, great performance from Licha, and Luke Shaw giving us 6, got the assist, but then again was responsible for the goal as well. Had an okay game, had a okay performance. So yeah, Sabitzer 7, also man of match contender as well for his first goal. It was a good player for us. It didn't play that well with McTominay. But when McTominay came off actually, he looked much better. Scott McTominay, 4. It's a bad performance. McTominay just struggled. They just lost possession. They dominated midfield. Valini has a good game. McTominay was on the bench. Just don't think McTominay is good enough for United, to be honest. And I just don't think he can play like Casemiro. Just don't. Bruno Fernandes, I'll give him a 7. Got to 2 goals. He didn't really have a great game while McTominay is on the pitch. It seems like I'm bullying McTominay, but like really, when Anthony came on for McTominay, so many of our players looked much better, and Bruno was one of those players. Sancho gave him a 7 for he won the penalty. He was the one who found Shaw and Sancho a quick 1-2, and then Shaw put a cross in, and then Sabitzer scored a flick. So Sancho was involved in the first 2 goals, and he just looked like, and he had a decent game. When he went to Luke Shaw's side, he linked up with Luke Shaw. So yeah, that was good. Rashford 6. We had a game like this. He had a game like this against Betis, but then he scored a worldie. But that goal from Rashford, he didn't from him today. But yeah, he had an okay performance from Marcus Rashford. So yeah, out to my cost, I'll give him a 6, I guess. Didn't have a great game. Didn't really have a lot of chances. Yeah, Anthony 7. James the game when he came on. Good performance, in my opinion. Fred giving us 7 for the assist, and Eric and Hack 8. Actually giving us 7. I think team selection was a bit dodgy, but you know what? That's fine. I think it should have started Lindelof ahead of Maguire. I know Maguire's the captain, but Lindelof, I don't think he would have played as bad if Lindelof started instead of Maguire. And hopefully, Varane's okay. Hopefully, the intensity is not too serious. We tend to, I don't know why, but under Eric and Hag, we seem to have a lack of injury updates. But from our players, but I think hopefully the injury plan is too serious, and hopefully he'll be back by before the transfer break ends. You can train with the team a bit and get match fit for after the transfer break. Man of the match, David De Gea. Yep, well deserved. So yeah, I think I'll end it off there. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe if you're new. To our post notifications to be notified when we put our next video. We may even do some transfer news on Manchester United. Who knows? Because transfer. Because the the transfer window, the transfer more for proper big clubs. They plan their transfer windows, or even like just properly well-run clubs. They plan the transfer windows like 6 or 7 months before the summer transfer window. So yeah, we can't talk about a transfer. We could talk about a transfer window as well, but let's see what we can talk about. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed, please just smash like button and subscribe if you're new. Drop us notifications to be notified when we put the next video. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.